fantastic bluegrass band I first heard, 13 or 14 years ago when I was living up in the Twin Cities, and I heard them actually perform a concert much like the one we're hearing tonight. And I've been excited ever since then to have an opportunity to bring them down to Hendrix. Their visit here tonight is made possible by the Harold Thompson Recital Fund. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the donors who helped set up that fund. It allows us to bring guest artists to perform music of many different styles in solo recitals and in collaborative performances like the one we're going to hear tonight. Monroe Crossing has been performing bluegrass music throughout the Midwest, throughout the United States, and abroad for nearly 25 years. They are a stellar ensemble, and they're a delight to hear in performance, and I really think you're going to enjoy this quite a lot. I should mention that they are one of the first, if not the first, American bluegrass band to be invited to perform in South Korea. They're also members of the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame, along with Prince. That puts them into good company right there. So if you would please help me give a warm welcome to Monroe Crossing.
It's an honor to be here. We're so thrilled to be here in Arkansas. You know, we're from, when you think of bluegrass, you think of Minnesota, right? And we do bluegrass with Scandinavian accents, don't you know? But our home base, we've been to 48 states. You can guess which two we haven't been to. But our home base is Wisconsin, Minnesota. The very first state that we went to outside of those two states was Arkansas. That was Otto, Arkansas, the Luster Flat Memorial Bluegrass Festival. And we've been to Little Rock, we played in Eureka Springs, we play in Paragould every year, and several other places. So, Mountain View, yes, the Ozark Folk Center. So Arkansas is kind of a second home for us. And speaking of Arkansas, we had a request by Dr. Morgan to do a little of the Arkansas Traveler, so we're going to do it right now. Bill Monroe is the father of bluegrass music, and that's who we get our name, Monroe Crossing, because we all met because of bluegrass music, the music of Bill Monroe, and so that's the story that we're sticking with. Bill Monroe was a mandolin player, but his favorite bluegrass instrument was the fiddle, and he liked to do double fiddles a lot, twin fiddles, even triple fiddles. But we like to do double mandolins once in a while, and this is a song that this gal wrote. Should I introduce the married couple at this time? Our bass player and our fiddle player. They're not only married, they're married to each other. And they're going to pose and do the cultural portion of the program. We call this Bluegrass Gothic. We did that in Germany and they didn't get the joke. And we said, look up American Gothic, and like 5 minutes later, we were all laughing in German. Our bass player is from Wisconsin. He started out in music as a drummer in a punk rock band. He is our driver and our sound man and the bounciest bass player in bluegrass music. Let's hear it for Mark Anderson. Lisa has Minnesota roots. Her mom and dad are from a little town almost up by Canada, but they were working in Africa at the time. He was an agricultural economist, and she was born in Nigeria, Africa, and lived in Thailand and even exotic New Jersey before settling back into Minnesota. But she's an amazing singer, multi-instrumentalist, and get this, during the winter, she's a polar plunger. She cuts holes in the ice and jumps in. I think she's crazy, but anyway. Make her welcome on the fiddle, Lisa Tiffany.
Well, when we're not on the road, we're hanging out with our dog, Loki, who is a pit bull beagle, so it's like a really buff Snoopy. And, he likes to ride in the hammock and listen to me play the mandolin. And this is a melody I came up with him on the hammock with me, so I'm unironically calling it Hammock Dog. I wish Go on doing what it is that you care to. Time and turn pass along, gather up the days, happy like a hammock dog swaying in the shade. Birds perch along the banks of the train. Some lift above and dample breeze. Joy that lifts and heals and helps to be saved. Time and turn pass along, gather up the days. Happy like a heavy cup swaying in the shade. Hey, 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 hey. A tree-lined path that dips and rises up to interest your journey. And you decide which way you'll go. World for all the frost and the riding. Time and turn pass along, gather up the days. Happy like a heavy cup swaying in the shade. Time and turn and pass along, gather up the days. Happy like a heavy cup swaying in the shade.
I'd like to introduce our guitar player. He's only the second guitar player we've had in our 25 years together. It's almost 15 years with him now. And at 15 years, he gets a toaster, so he's very excited about that. Tired of eating all that raw toast. But anyways, he's originally from Spokane, Washington, and he moved to Minnesota when he's 2. Did you get your own place?
I did, yeah, I moved out on my own. I got my own crib.
Coolest baby ever. Well, he lived in Moorhead, which is right across the river from Fargo, if you heard of Fargo, or saw the movie, that kind of thing. Anyways, he started out playing rock and roll for many years until a friend took him to a bluegrass concert, and he liked what he heard, and he can still rock. He can sing pretty much any kind of music he wants, but he really fell in love with bluegrass, and I think he has an amazing bluegrass voice and a fine guitar player and songwriter. He's the guy who books the band, and it brought us, like I said, to 48 states, Europe several times, South Korea, and Canada, and the Caribbean. So, and we're going to the Yukon territory in Canada coming up here.
We're taking this piece to Switzerland.
That's Switzerland, yeah. So, anyways, great guy. Make him welcome on guitar, Mr. Derek Johnson.
Barnett said he does the booking.
Give me a call anytime. You know, the telemarketers do, so you might as well join them. Give me a call. You know, no one was calling during COVID, though, so we had a year and a half off, like every other band out there. So I got down in the basement and put together a solo album where I put 14 tracks together with 6 original numbers, 19 different guest musicians, and none of us were ever in the same room at the same time. You just put it all into the computer and hit the make CD button. It's that easy these days. Here's the title track, a song called Hard Life. It's a hard life, doing what you do.
guy's been doing all the talking up here. Our mandolin player, he's going to kick off this next song for you. You know, he started out as a youngster in the student orchestra playing the violin, and then made the switch to mandolin when he discovered it was a lot easier to play mandolin and watch TV at the same time. Now, he loves all that classic animation like Warner Brothers and Disney, and we had some great conversation the other night with Dr. Morgan as they were talking about movie soundtracks. Oh, he's a big movie buff over here, but he fell in love with the sounds of Bill Monroe as a teenager. He brought all that knowledge to his bands in Minnesota, and was in a band called Bluegrass Connection, as well as River Basin Bluegrass, and then 25 years ago was one of the founding members of Monroe Crossing. And you know what I tell you? It just would not be Monroe Crossing without him, because he came up with the name Monroe Crossing. He's an outstanding mandolin player, wonderful singer, and one of the finest MCs in the business. Put your hands together for Mr. Matt Thompson.
Thank you, dear. Just like I wrote. Here's a song that Lisa wrote based on the biblical account of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. It's called Into the Fire. One, two, three. from St. Paul, Minnesota, created the Peanuts comic strip, said that the banjo is such a happy instrument that everyone should be given one at birth. He didn't have one at birth, but he's been playing banjo for a long time back in Minnesota. He plays in a lot of bands in that state, as well as Monroe Crossing. He's the first member of the band to wear a bow tie, and it's not a clip-on. And he is, have you heard of the Mayo Clinic in Rochester? His great-grandfather was Charlie Mayo. So medically, he's covered. We don't have to worry about him at all. But he's a wonderful banjo player and sings occasionally, writes some great songs, and one of the nicest people that I've ever worked with. Make him welcome on the 5-string banjo, Graham Soames.
Listen to his banjo playing Old Retch Street.
Well, here's a song for everyone who remembers the 60s.
Sing along, 2, 3, 4.
One time we were asked, play us a song we know so we can tell if you're any good. Well, this next song is one that's often requested. It is a song written by our friend Mr. Bill Isles from Duluth, Minnesota. And he wrote this in honor of his grandfather, who was a train mechanic and was fortunate enough to have a job during the Great Depression. And he worked the overnight shift in a roundhouse way up in northern Minnesota. And he took pity on the guys who were out of work, riding the rails looking for work. And he would let them come into the roundhouse late at night, get a little warmth, maybe a little sleep. But he wasn't supposed to do that. If he had gotten caught, he could have lost his job. A beautiful tune called Hobos in the Roundhouse. from 7 to 7 every night of the week. Fixing trains in the roundhouse, I work on my feet. And I told my children, hope the bed bugs don't bite. 'Cause I got hoes sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. From Akron to Hinckley and Prairie du Chien, they are soldiers and lawyers, and I believe what they're saying. And I'll rouse the man forward to head down the line. The hobos are asleep in the roundhouse tonight. Good night, my hobos, rest your bed on heads. On your own, that sack belongs to your gunny sack bed. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobos sleep in the roundhouse tonight. Well, they hired a new man to work in the yard. Every morning at sunrise, checks out the yard. But for now, oh, trust me, though he seems pretty nice. 'Cause I got hoes sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Good night, my hobos, rest your head on head. On your own, that sack belongs to your gunny sack bed. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobos sleep in the roundhouse tonight. Well, I asked my Savior, what should I do? If I'm caught helping hobos, my job could be through. But I heard the answer so clear and so bright. Are my hobos sleeping in your roundhouse tonight? Good night, my hobos, rest your head upon heads. On your own, that sack belongs in your gunny sack bed. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobos sleep in the roundhouse tonight. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobos sleep in the roundhouse tonight. Good night, hobos.
to bring you difficult news. It's beautiful outside, we're having a great time tonight, and they stick me up here to talk about the fact that January is coming. And not real soon, but it will be here sooner than you expect. And being a Minnesota band, that's really hard for us to take. So we take ourselves out of Minnesota, and we go down to Florida, and we go to the Bahamas on a Bluegrass cruise. And we would like to invite you all to join us. We go with Danny Stewart, the Danny Stewart Bluegrass Cruise. It is basically a bluegrass festival on the ocean. All right, there's jams, there's workshops, there's sing-alongs. This year we have a lineup of bands that I just can't believe we're getting all on one boat. It's really cool. And this is the best time to buy because, I don't know if you've been following, cruises are really popular right now. When they start to fill up, the price goes up. But a $100 deposit will reserve your price and your place until like October when the rest of the money is due. All right? So if you think you might want to come with us, we have at the table a flyer. It tells you all the bands and when it's happening and all that type of thing. Just remember, a $100 deposit will reserve your price and your place. And if something changes in your life, because who knows what's going to happen right now, you give Danny and Krista a call and they will send your $100 back if you can't go. And they'll just go to the next person who paid too much, put them in your room, and save them some money too. So not only will you benefit, they will. All right? It's a pretty good deal. We'd love to see you out there on the ocean in 2026, folks. Thank you.
CDs out there, we have recordings of Bluegrass Mass if you're interested in that, and a lot of bluegrass CDs. But we're going to finish up with the train song. We love trains in bluegrass. We're hoping that train goes by Hendrix during the song. We're so lucky. But anyways, what's that? Oh, not during the Mass. This song. Yeah, right.
Yeah, we had to pay them not to send the train by during the Mass.
But this is a song that Mark and Lisa wrote about a bullet train that they were going to build out in California from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, and then they canceled the project. Well, then our song came out, and now they're doing it again. So it might have had some effect on that.
We're waiting on the royalties.
It's called The Bullet Train. We'll end with this one. Thank you, folks.
Now go I'll see you across the spoon. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Come
oh, wow, there we go. There you see me, yes. Take a couple of minutes to acknowledge the choir seniors plus a couple of student awards that we have in choir every year. So I'll begin by announcing our choir seniors. I'd like to make an initial statement about this to acknowledge that being a choir member at Hendrix is like taking a 5th class every semester because it is in addition to the normal academic workload that everybody balances. So it is a huge amount of time and energy, and I'm immensely grateful for all the time and the work that they put in on top of what is already a very demanding academic load as a Hendrix student. So this being in choir alone takes a lot of perseverance and a lot of dedication, for which I'm immensely grateful. These are our 5 graduating students this year in no particular order, and I'll just say a quick remark and let them wave for where they are. Starting off with Noah DeHaan. Noah is majoring in accounting with a minor in data analytics. Will be heading off into the workforce and is also very excited in a couple months to be marrying, and didn't use his words, the girl he's had a crush on since 7th grade. Chase from Henry, Illinois. Chase is majoring in Spanish and is very excited to be moving into a house with friends very soon. And Chase also noted as a particular fond choir memory his fondness for singing Once in a Royal David City at Candlelight every year, which I know is a favorite of many Hendrix choir students. Gretchen Allen from Little Rock. I don't think anybody knows her though. Gretchen from Little Rock is majoring in psychology and English. Yes, psychology and English, and is heading off to grad school and noted as a choir memory, staying up late singing church hymns with the tour family that hosted her for Candlelight a couple of years ago. So that was a neat memory. 2 of our choir officers are graduating. Our choir president, Patty Logan. From Hot Springs, majoring in creative writing and philosophy, is heading off to grad school. I'm very excited. And Patty's best friend, our choir vice president, Daniela Guadarrama Rivera. From Monroe Crossing, also majoring in computer science, also heading to grad school. So let's give our seniors a round of applause. Every year we have 2 awards that are given out to members of the choir. The first of these is called the Hendrix Choir Student Recognition Award. This is entirely voted by students to acknowledge a student whose dedication and spirit of giving and energy and citizenship within the choir has been particularly outstanding. And I'm very happy to announce that this year's award is going to our choir president, Patty Logan. That we have also a very generous group of alumni from the class of 1974 who raised funds to create an endowment in honor of one of my predecessors, Professor Robert McGill, who was the founder of the Candlelight tradition and was much loved during his time teaching at Hendrix. And this group of alumni raised funds in his honor that created a scholarship. We awarded this to a current sophomore heading into their junior year, and then they received that for their junior year and senior year. And the recipient of that would be soprano Kendall Brooks. Yeah, let's do good stuff. Let's welcome out Monroe Crossing again.
People are always interested in how the Bluegrass Mass came about. Back in Minnesota, there's this really cool couple, Mike and Kay McCarthy, who are fans of both choral music and bluegrass music, which I think is really cool. And they commissioned the writing of a Bluegrass Mass. So they contacted Philip Brunel of Vocal Lessons, a choral group up in the Twin Cities, and choral composer Carol Barnett, who's from Minnesota, and author, playwright Marisha Chamberlain, who wrote the text for the piece. And they researched this and determined that a Bluegrass Mass has not been done before for Bluegrass Band and Choir. So they went ahead and said, yeah, let's do this, but they needed a Bluegrass Band. Well, they knew that we were a full-time band in Minnesota, so they gave us a call and said, Monroe Crossing, how'd you like to do a Bluegrass Mass with vocal lessons? We said, sure.
I mean,
how hard could it be?
Yeah. We were honestly expecting to like strum through some old hymns with choral arrangements. This is not that.
Well, Carol came out and saw us play and asked us a few questions afterwards, like, in Bluegrass, are there any extra beats or, you know, odd timings? And we said, yeah, yes. And she goes, oh, goody. And then she went away and we forgot all about it, right?
Yeah, until one day they showed up at my doorstep with sheets of paper with lines and dots on it.
We weren't expecting that.
No.
Not all of us read music, not all of us read, so...
Frankly, I thought it was Morse code, so I typed it into my phone. I got a pizza.
Anyways, she gave us one movement and we were saying, what is this? This doesn't make any sense. Part of the problem was we were missing half of the piece. We were missing the choir. So later they gave us another movement and said, okay, that makes a little more sense. But we struggled with it. And finally we had this idea. We called Carol and said, Carol, could you record our parts so we can hear them? Because that's how most of us play, is by ear. So we got a mandolin part, guitar part, bass part, etc., etc. And it started to come together.
Yeah, as musicians like us, bluegrass musicians, you learn by ear. So once we knew it, we could apply the music to it. Kind of like you learn to read anything else, helps if you know the words.
And the piece, I think we performed it
Almost 100 times.
almost 100 times from LA to Washington, D.C. and South Korea.
South Korea, 3 times.
But it's since become a modern masterwork. A lot of new choral pieces will sometimes debut and then kind of go away.
They get put in a drawer. In the modern classical world, if a piece gets performed once, it's a success. Twice, it's really good. We've done this over almost 100 times.
And a lot of other groups.
A lot of other groups have done it too.
But it's a pleasure every time we get to play this. And this choir, folks, is amazing. They're wonderful. They're fantastic. Give them a round of applause.
Here's the trick, folks. We're a bluegrass band. We live for applause, all right? But this is a classical piece. So we're going to ask you not to clap in between movements. Wait till the end of the piece. You'll know it's over because we'll stop playing. The thing is, if you feel like you need to applaud, we're going to have you sit on your hands, okay? And if you see your neighbor about to applaud, sit on their hands. We're all friends here, okay? But in order to get it out of you now, we're going to have you all just go crazy. Applause! You guys
Normally, when you come to see the Hendrix choir, you see this wonderful ensemble of students, and they're here, but we also have a bunch of wonderful guest singers with us tonight. These are friends of mine, colleagues of mine, a couple of former students in our alto section, parents of a former student, one of our voice instructors at Hendrix College, a number of members of the Arkansas Chamber Singers, and we're so fortunate to have all those good folks with us. Can we just give our guest singers a round of applause?